As of recording this video, it's been 3 weeks since Sparking Zero's release and has garnered a lot of controversy that I myself was not expecting. From the bugs that came out when it released and it's continuous even to this day, to IGN giving it a 7, to people on Twitter and Reddit debating if Sparking Zero should be competitive and if it warrants nerfs, and to Yajirobe mains ruining the fun for everybody. To be honest, if you play Yajirobe, your breath sinks. If you play Yajirobe, you ask where the hoes are at, and you say silent when they come around. If you play Yajirobe, you're left-handed. There's nothing wrong with being left-handed. It's just an observation I've made. I'm glad you fucking just got nerfed. But there's a lot of controversy that I do want to talk about, but I just feel like I don't really want to make this video all about that. I will give my honest opinion on this game and its future. But look, I don't want to make a video just bashing on a game that a lot of people enjoy and I myself enjoy as well. I don't want to be a fun killer. I don't want to be one of the niggas like, actually, I think Tenkaichi 3 is better. Tenkaichi 4, the mod they can get on ISO, that's actually a way better game and the devs should actually copy that. Actually, Sparking Zero sucks. Guys, let's not do that. This is a great anime game. Let's not ruin everyone's fun. You can give your honest opinion on the game, but just don't bash anyone for liking it or playing it. It's kind of lame. Because I do believe we got something great here, and I don't want to hate on something. I hate this whole trend of when something comes out that's popular and a lot of people enjoy, people start hating on it or bashing it immediately. Let's not do that. Again, give your honest opinion about the game, but don't hate on people for enjoying something that you yourself might not enjoy to this full extent. But I do feel like there's a question that needs to be answered that is surprisingly to me, not a lot of people are talking about or debating. And it's that we waited years for another Tenkaichi game, a crucial and huge part of a lot of our childhoods. A lot of people that enjoy Dragon Ball, Tenkaichi is a huge part of their childhoods. And I think the question needs to be answered is that, does Sparking Zero feel like a Tenkaichi game? Is Sparking Zero a worthy successor? Hey beautiful people of the world, it's DatOnePanda, hope you are doing well. Get ready to roll up, because today we're going to investigate if Sparking Zero is a worthy successor of the Tenkaichi series, or just an empty shell of what it was. So we're going through each stage of experience with this game, from booting it up to logging off. First, let's start off with what you first see when you boot up the game. Tenkaichi shares a special place in my heart. I've been playing this game since I was like 4 years old. I'm 23 now. Go watch I Cry Playing Sparking Zero if you have not watched that video already. It's really where I give out all my emotions after I played Sparking Zero for the first time and I cried, and it was just crazy video. Go watch that if you haven't already. But one thing about these games that will get me like activated like a sleeper agent was watching the opening movies. Like, I would watch those movies over and over again. If someone played the songs that was behind the Tenkaichi movies, I would start convulsing like a rabid dog and just frothing out of the mouth. Something about those movies, man, it's so epic, it's so beautifully constructed. Thank you, Bandai, for bringing that back in Sparking Zero. But I won't hold this against Bandai. It's no Tenkaichi 2 movie, no Tenkaichi 3 movie, definitely not even Tenkaichi 1, my favorite opening movie of all the Tenkaichi games. Like when Gogeta punched Boo through that alternate dimension, low-key foreshadowed the Broly movie, low-key. But this movie doesn't do much for me. It doesn't really hit me like that, but it also might be nostalgia playing a part in it as well. Although I would have tucked a little bit of points from this is that Sparking Zero launches straight to the title screen every time you launch the game after the first time. It doesn't play the opening movie every time you launch the game. Again, not a lot of points to be deducted from it being a worthy successor for this, in my personal opinion. Maybe like 1 point or 0.5 points in my head. It's just that I love when the old Dragon Ball games used to go to the movie immediately anytime you booted up the game. It wouldn't just be the first time you booted up the game. Because it used to get me hyped to play the game. I would just sit there and watch the opening movie right before. I'd be like, yeah, that's going to be me. That's going to be me using Gogeta in the game. That's going to be me. That's going to be me using Goku. That's going to be me. It would just get me hyped hearing the music, seeing the characters fight. I'm like, damn, I cannot wait to play this game. I would just sit there and watch it because it looks so cool. Like, seeing my favorite characters animated beautifully in a 3D fight of epic music behind them right before I played the game was something that I didn't know I needed until Sparking Zero kind of removed that. I'm not sure if this is going to be the norm of anime games now, where they just skip the opening, but I'm a little bit disappointed. But then again, granted, the opening, again, like I said earlier, wasn't all that for me. Since we're here, let's talk about the title screen as well. In the old Tenkaichi games, the title screen is usually just a JPEG of the characters in the game, but Bandai kind of switched it up a little bit and made it a 3D animated background of like space, and it looks beautiful. Do I wish it was something else? I don't know. If it was a character, maybe that would be cool. I don't mind. I can somehow see how some might not like it, how it doesn't really fully translate to the older Tenkaichi games, because there are ways they could have made a cool like Ultra Instinct Goku background of him maybe facing his back or something, like the ore coming off of him or some shit like that. I don't know. But again, I don't mind it because it does transition to the beautiful menu screen. The menu is my favorite menu screen of any Dragon Ball games. It really pays homage and improves upon the cool animated menus of the previous Tenkaichi games. The last couple of games had animated pictures of Dragon Ball characters who would tell you about each mode as you highlighted it, and they would, like, talk a little bit and all that stuff. It's kind of tear-jerking teleporting as Goku around different parts of the Dragon Ball universe and talking to different characters, seeing different characters interact in the Dragon Ball universe. It's very, very tear-jerking. Teleporting to Master Roshi's house and then waving at him, and then teleporting to the Kami's lookout and then seeing Dende run up to you. Bro, that shit got me, got right in my feels. But y'all really a hold Popo. Where's my nigga Popo? Off of aesthetic alone, I feel like Bandai really had the menu down packed. Thank you, Bandai really pays homage to the older Tenkaichi games and really improves upon it as well. But I don't need to deduct points because the selection of things and the selection of the parameters is in the text is very ugly. It's kind of hard to explain, but like going to the battle mode and selecting the parameters of the battle, like DP battle, ranked, online, it's very clanky and ugly, and it's very contrasty. It kind of ruins the aesthetic of the whole menu. Like it's so jarring, it feels like it doesn't belong. Like I almost wish these would be separate menus. Like if I could go to the battle menu, I could select either offline or online. Then it would take me to a separate menu for choosing, offline battles like training mode or CPU fight or player fight. And then go to the online options. It'd be like ranked and player, kind of like a Storm 3 and 4 had their menu. I wish completely separate online menu from the offline menu. I wish they would kind of do the same thing for that. Or just other Dragon Ball games had that also. So I don't know why they did it like that. We're just an overlay over the menu. Like in the older games, the whole tournament mode menu was separate from the whole main menu. It wasn't like an overlay. Like, do you remember going to the battle mode and hearing Vegeta and Nappa talk trash and all that shit as you went in there? Like, bring that shit back. That shit was gas. And each selection had a little icon by it as well. It really made everything come together. Low key, I do think Bandai wanted to do that, but they ran out of time. Because custom and episode battle do that, and so do the shop and customize option menu. But the battle menu doesn't. I feel like they just ran out of time to make it its own separate thing, and I can kind of see that happening. Oh my god, okay, I gotta go on a rant a little bit here. But if this game had a multiplayer lobby like Tekken or Fighters or BlazBlue, oh my god, BlazBlue Central Fiction's lobby, oh my god, that would be so nice. Because bear with me here, I don't know if any other fighting games kind of had it like this. But in BlazBlue, you could select your own room and like decorate it and invite players over, like your friends, and they could see how you decorated your room. And you invite multiple people to the room, and you could like fight people in the room. Like you can just go up to someone and be like, hey, you want to fight? Request a fight, and they will fight. And that would just be so fun and it's so nice. Why don't more games do that? And of course, you can make the lobby private as well, so you only friends can get into your lobby and stuff. And you can also make it open. And you don't need to wait for any. I think you could select the parameters for like if it was like one fight at a time or simultaneously, if people can just fight whoever they want to at any time, or it was like I fought, I won, and I stay there. Why don't more fighting games do this? I'm really wish Dragon Ball Sparking Zero did this as well. I'm tired. Player match is not player match. I'm getting a little rant here, but player match kind of sucks. Let's be honest here. There's no reason for why not quick match and player match. Why don't I just put into another lobby where I need to wait? But only ranked has the actual quick match that can actually get into the game and actually fight. That is so janky and jarring. It's like, why is it like that? They cut a lot of corners here, and I will talk about this later in this video, maybe another video. But it's just crazy online choice. It's just what's going on here, Bandai. All right, let's get back on topic. Let's talk about the modes. The modes, my nigga. In Tenkaichi 3, you had a plethora of offline modes. You could take part in Dragon History, which was like a story mode. You had Ultimate Battle, which included survival mode, where you could fight a bunch of characters, and you have limited health recovery. So if you won a battle and you got like 1 bar of health, maybe you got 1 bar half left, maybe you only got like an extra bar to fight the next battle, and you just fight until you die, I believe. Mission 100, which is a mode where you fought like 100 different curated battles by the creators made, and they were difficult. Like they were difficult as fuck to do. And you had Dragon World Tour, which is tournament, and Duel, which is offline mode. You fight the CPU, you fight players, customization modes, and the gathering mode and all that shit. But for Sparky Zero, we got all that except Ultimate Battle. And I thought I wouldn't miss it because Bandai added custom battles, but I have to say, Bandai, bring that shit back. That decision was whack as fuck, bro. I was one of them niggas that were like, nigga, why y'all complaining, bro? We got custom battles now, bro. We don't need Ultimate 100, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I don't give a fuck about what y'all niggas make. Custom battle is only good if you care about what others are making. Like, it heavily relies on the community to make really good shit. And frankly, I don't care what the community makes. I don't give a fuck, because some of y'all make some weird ass shit. I mean, look at this shit. Weird ass niggas, bruh. Like, Bandai really told us to make your own game content. We done. Like, we done. Like, we keep running out of resources, nigga. You make the Ultimate 100. You make the game content, my nigga. What was that choice, Bandai? Oh my god. And look, I like custom battles. It's a very cool concept. I always wanted to make my own, you know, Dragon Ball mode, like Dragon Ball battles and Dragon Ball like scenarios and shit. That's been, of course, everyone's dream since they were a kid. And I love playing other people's stuff sometimes as well. But the content isn't something you can keep playing and not get bored of. Like, there's no reward for playing other people's battles like that. It isn't really, I don't really care to see everyone else's cringy ass shit, anything like that. Maybe I want to share something with my friends and all that stuff, but the mode itself doesn't really have a lot of longevity. And removing Ultimate 100, a staple from Tenkaichi 2 and 3, it's just like, why would you do that? And also Tenkaichi 1 had as well. So it's like, Bandai work, what are we doing here? I'm deducting points for that, Bandai. But add a survival mode, and I'll be playing that shit heavily because I want to get better at the game. And this is another fun way of me getting better, instead of me forcing myself to play the training mode over and over again, just doing the same type of training. The Ultimate 100 was also so cool in Tenkaichi 3 and 2 because it added another level of difficulty and complexity to the game as well. Because optimizing your characters with different capsules, different strategies, and all that stuff is a nice way to keep the game mechanics fresh. And look, I don't speak for everybody, but one thing I noticed while playing this game, at least with my friends, is that a lot of people don't customize their characters, at least among my friend group, and with capsules and everything like that. And Ultimate 100 in survival mode will literally like force you to do that, and it'll force you to like use those game mechanics that like Sparking Zero has, because there will be a reason for it. Because now, like, oh damn, I want to keep using Yajirobe or using fucking Tapion in offline mode. So I'm gonna customize my character so you can survive longer survival or survive longer in Ultimate Battle and all that shit. Because personally, I think capsules are kind of Mickey online. Me personally, I think if you use capsules online, in my opinion, you're a little Mickey. I'm sorry. I do also understand using Gogeta and using Vegito and all of them niggas, that shit is Mickey as well. That shit is also Mickey. But I also think using capsules as well. I don't want to fight a Raccoon with 5 levels of a high health bar, bro. I don't want to do that shit, bro. I think it's a little Mickey, you know. But the game low-key suffers from lack of offline modes, and it forces a lot of people to ignore some of the stuff that Sparking Zero has, like the capsules. And also the Sparking Zero also introduced like the reward system of the Xeno's workbooks, and I think Whis' Quest, I think it's called, something like that. Those are cool modes, I guess. But I think the workbook and the Xeno's thing is kind of like this. The Xeno's workbook and the Whis thing is kind of the same thing. I feel like they shouldn't really be two different things. And as well, I also think that it's like it will make more sense if you had more offline modes, so you really like utilize those more. And I feel like the Shenron stuff would also really be. I feel like everything will come together if you had more offline modes, because I feel like the workbook and the rewards and the Shenron stuff will really play well in together with the whole Ultimate 100 and survival stuff. I feel like Bandai really dropped the ball on that. But yeah, whatever. Let's go deeper into the game modes. First things first, when you play any anime game or any type of fighting game, thing like that, you're probably going to play the story mode or episode battle. So, story mode. In Sparking Zero, you can play through each Dragon Ball Saga through 6 different point of views. In the previous games, you could semi-play through different point of views. Like in Tenkaichi 2, you could fly through the world as Goku first, and then sometimes you could fly through as Piccolo and other Dragon Ball characters if Goku was not present. And you can interact with different characters and fight different battles as those characters. And depending on what fights you did, you can unlock different powers, unlock different characters, and different scenarios as well. Sparking Zero definitely expanded on this idea, and it did it really well in my opinion. They really improved and me feel like I'm playing another Tenkaichi game, but really pushed the boundary of it. Like Sparking Zero allows you to choose how the story goes, and not just through actions, but how you complete the battles as well. If you complete it within a certain amount of time, or if you use a certain move on a person. I didn't realize how expansive this episode battle mode was, though I saw people on Twitter posting little screenshots and like, oh my god, I can't believe I did this as this character, or like, oh my god, I can't believe this is the scenario. And it was actually really cool. I haven't finished all the episode battles yet, but I'm definitely going to finish all of them because I really want to see all the different scenarios. And what I did play was like really nice. Like, damn, this is actually really good content. Like, this could be in the show. It was just really nice. Let's just experience the Dragon Ball story in a way we have never experienced it before. I know a lot of people were hesitant about the story because they were afraid that was going to be another, play by play of the anime we've seen over and over again. We've seen it through Xenoverse and through Kakarot and of course the Tenkaichi games. But this introduced so many new ideas to the Dragon Ball story that was greatly appreciated, and didn't really feel like I was playing through the Dragon Ball story from the Raditz all the way to the Tournament Power all over again. It felt like really like it was something new and different and fresh. And I didn't really mind how it felt. A lot of people are giving it shit for having like the cutscenes there wasn't a lot of cutscenes and all that stuff like that. Did y'all play Tenkaichi 3 and 2? Because the cutscenes weren't all of that either. They're kind of basically slideshows, and you kind of have to press and wait for shit to happen and things like that. It wasn't really like all of that. Actually, Sparky Zero really like improved what we got before in the older games. The exploration to different paths gave me the same type of feeling that Budokai 3 did. It's not the same, but in Budokai 3, you could fly around and accidentally run into Brawly or run into other random fights. Like you could run into Gotenks and fight Gotenks as Gogeta in a martial arts tournament, all that shit. It felt really nostalgic, what Sparking Zero introduced. The story mode definitely felt akin to a Tenkaichi game. Thank you, Bandai. The what ifs, I have no comment about. It's just perfect. This is more what if battles. We had got them in Tenkaichi before as well. And this really, just basically brought that shit back. It's just great. Thank you, Bandai, for doing all of that. So the story mode and the custom battles and all that, what if, I guess, all felt akin to a Tenkaichi game, and also improve on the modes as well, the story mode as well. Thank you, Bandai. Plus points for that, definitely. So, battle mode. Now, let's say you finish the story and you finish all the what ifs and you want to go fight the CPU to train up. You saw your friend do vanishing assaults back to back, and you just now you're shaking your boots because like, damn, you realize you're not him for real. You're not ready for the smoke. You got to go back in the lab. So you head over to the offline battle mode and you're greeted with the map selection. This is ass, bro. This is ass. First off, I don't like the whole idea of choosing my map before I choose my characters. The old Tenkaichi games had it to where I choose my characters first and I choose my map and music. And I feel like it just, not having that ability, it just sucks. Like now I have to completely back out of the character selection now to choose a map. And also, like, I did like the whole idea of like, choosing characters. And then my older brother, who I used to play Tenkaichi with, be like, okay, now we're gonna fight on this map because this is where these characters fought and all that shit. And it was just a cool idea and cool concept. And I just feel like it's just kind of like stupid not to do it. Like, why would y'all remove that out of the game? I also know we're talking about offline mode, but in online mode, why'd I choose a map again before I go to matchmaking? Now I gotta exit out of the matchmaking to choose. Get rid of that. This is honestly a really dumb system. It should be after you guys join a match, it randomly chooses a map, or like chooses who can choose the map and all that stuff. It's just kind of weird. In player match, you choose a map each time you fight, which is cool. But again, it's before the character selection, and I do again wish that different people can choose a map and all that stuff. Like why would we change that? Also, just the layout and how it looks is so ass to me. So like dark compared to the other games. There's less personality, and the music selection being on the other screen instead of being right on the same menu selection for the map. It's just so weird to me. Like, what's going on? In Tenkaichi 3 and 2 and other Tenkaichi games, the music selection was like right under the maps. So you choose your map and then you choose the music. It's a very small critique, but choosing the music on another screen, it just makes me forget that I can choose the songs. I don't know, it's just me. Also, Bandai, please explain this to me. We got more Tenkaichi content since when Tenkaichi 3 got released. Back when that was like 2008 or some shit. Bandai, how did we release with less maps than Tenkaichi 3? Make that make sense to me. Like in Tenkaichi 3, we had 23 maps. This is not even including the noon and night versions of those maps. And Sparking Zero, we get 12. Explain that to me like a baby, guys. I don't understand how that's even possible. Like, I can understand removing some of the old Dragon Ball maps or removing some of the old Dragon Ball Z maps even if you replace it with super maps. But we didn't even get the Beerus's Planet map. or the Ice Stage map where we fought Brawly at. Goku and Vegeta fought Brawly at, or Bulma's place where she made a whole island for Goku and Vegeta to train and all that shit and fight. We didn't get any of those maps. Bandai, why? But then we got this ugly ass Tournament of Power map. This is the crazy rendition of that stage. This looks ugly. They could have at least given us where they fought the universe in 7 and 8 fought. I believe that was a cool map. I think I'm thinking the right one. Or where they fought those wolf niggas. That would have been a cool map to have. But the whole destroyed Tournament of Power map, it does not look good. It's not even that big. It's just like, what is this? The lack of stages is a huge miss. It makes you kind of lose some of this Tenkaichi personality. Especially because a lot of the stages don't really have a lot of personality or character like that. No little quirky Easter eggs to see that reference a show or anything like that. And you kind of seem all bland and kind of seem the same. The music in the game is also ass. The songs will get me hyped and are as memorable as the old Tenkaichi games. And it actually pissed me off way more than I thought it would. I knew we wouldn't really get, the hard hitters like Tenkaichi had. But just like, you knew how good the Tenkaichi soundtrack was. And they give me like this nasty, like boring music from what we got in the other Dragon Ball games that we've been getting after Tenkaichi. It's like, what were we doing here? It's just like, all this music in this game sound the same. I'm not lying. Like, to me, they sound, it might be a personal thing, but to me, they all sound the same. And if you only chose, if they only played one song the entire time, I would have noticed, to be honest. Then you get the most ass character selection screen I've ever seen in my life. Like, oh my God. Not as bad as JJK though. Not as bad as JJK. JJK fans, don't get getting hyped like, oh my God, JJK Coach Class has a better character selection. No, it doesn't. It is cool that, the characters do drop into frame the way they do. Smino type of cool. It's still ass though. Like in the older games, you could select your character over the map background. But in this game kind of improved on that. Like the previous map selection is in the background, you select the character over it. Really cool improvement. Thank you for improving on that. But it's not the same as having the PNG character portraits like the older games. Again, I did not think I would miss this. I did not pay I did not give 2 cents of it. Like I did not care about it until I started playing the game more and more. I was like, this is not the same. Like it makes also not having the character transformations expandable upon the character is so crazy to me. It's just like having to scroll through the list of all 180 something characters each time. It's like, Bandai, what are we doing? And again, online don't leave you like 40 seconds or whatever to choose my character. And I'm like, oh my God, I gotta go through all these things. I don't have enough time. Like, why do you have all the transformations laid out like that? Like, what are we doing? In the older games, you could select your character, select Goku, and you see all Goku transformation from like that saga of Goku. Like if you select Goku early, he only has like the base forms or whatever shit like that. But if you select Goku end, he has all the Superman transformations. They should have done the same here. I don't understand what they were thinking when they just had all the transformations of each character laid out like that. It's so exhausting to look at. And I don't want to see all of 50 Goku transformations. I don't want to see all 50 Goku variations on my screen like that. Like, bro, come on. Like, that's something the older games really figured out, and you kind of just like went backwards. What are we doing here? Again, Bandai, I have to deduct points for that because like what are we doing? Also, we also don't get multiple customization slots like the older games. In older games, you can select normal if you just want normal character, no customization, and then you can select 3 customization slots. In this game, you only have 1 customization slot. At least from what I've seen when I've been playing the game. Again, I haven't really used capsules like that, but I don't really see where you can select multiple customizations. And if you can, why isn't it just like why I select the character? I can select the customization when I select the character. Why do I need to like go to a whole different menu if I can do different customizations and all that shit? Kind of strange. Also, where's my nigga PyCon? My nigga PyCon? Where is my nigga PyCon? Like in the older games, you got like the movie characters, but of course you get the movie characters, the movie side characters as well. Like you got Salza, you got Zangia from the BoJack movie. You got Zangia from the BoJack movie, bruh. This is a sad day for Gooners. And look, I'm not terribly mad at it because they're probably going to release, all these side characters as DLC and all that stuff. But having Kid Goku in the game and not having no OG Dragon Ball villains as well also feel kind of weird. Like there's no Demon King Piccolo. It's just crazy to me. Like where's my Piccolo of the Black Air Forces, bro. Like, where's my young nigga Piccolo, bro? Where the fuck is he, bro? Where's my YN nigga Piccolo, bro? Also, bring back customizations, and not just customizations regarding outfits, but like color customizations as well. In the old Tenkaichi games, you could color customize your favorite characters. I want to see my favorite characters dripped out. Having a fighting game with no customizations in 2024 is criminal. Lock Bandai up. It's actually really sad, and give me more accessories. Give me more accessories for different characters. I thought y'all understood the assignment with Xenoverse because y'all went all out for the customization and all that for Xenoverse. So all y'all had to do was just see the blueprint for Xenoverse, and it's kind of just move that sparking zero. And then, but y'all didn't. Y'all didn't. It's just like, ugh, Bandai, what are we doing? So anyways, you get into this battle, and I should say there's a lot of unique dialogue interaction with this. Thank you, voice actors, and thank you. I think his name is Damian Mills. Thank you so much. I think he's the voice of Frieza. You really put. I think he was the voice director for this game. I might be lying. Might be a little fibber. Might be a little liar. But I believe he was, and he really did his thing on this. And all the voice actors that worked on Sparking Zero really did their thing with this. All the voice acting sounds fabulous. Sounds amazing, and there's so much unique dialogue. Thank you guys for putting your all into it. I really appreciate it. It really reminds me of the old Tenkaichi games. They had it too, and I think this game has even more interactions than Tenkaichi 3 and 2 and all of them. And also, they even have the interaction between characters in the menu selection, character selection as well. That's also another thing that Tenkaichi did not have, and they improved upon that in this game. Then again, thank you guys for making this feel like a Tenkaichi game regarding that and improving upon that as well. So you start playing this game, and this is indeed a Tenkaichi game. The combos are authentically Tenkaichi. Hold up, Panda from the future here. I have to interrupt myself because I was too lenient on this game. I'm not gonna lie to you. I knew in the back of my head the combat was not that great and not that similar to Tenkaichi, but I didn't know how to fully explain it. So I just kind of was like, I'm just tweaking out. I should enjoy this game more for what it is. I'm just being too picky. I don't even know why I'm complaining about or why I feel this way. So let me just shut up. But that was a wrong decision. Someone on Twitter kind of showed on Twitter why I feel this way. Like they showed an example. I'm just gonna play some of the video here. And I feel that way completely. I feel like the combos in this game, the rush attacks, the beam attacks, all the stuff, they're not impactful. Like, I don't really feel like a Dragon Ball character. Everything feels so floaty. It feels like anytime I punch a character or do like a rush attack, it doesn't feel like it actually connected. It doesn't feel like I'm actually interacting with another person when I'm playing the game. It's kind of crazy. I do a beam attack on a person, it literally the beam just turns into dust. I'm like, what? The old Tenkaichi games had a certain amount of screen shake for certain attacks, certain amount of SFX and the more impactful SFX between certain attacks to make it seem more like you're playing a character that's super strong. Because that's how the anime is. These are strong people. They can blow up fucking universes. So let's implement that. But this game, I'm so sorry, Xenoverse players. It feels like this game got the Xenoverse effect. And I've been noticing this all this time. After a Raging Blast, we've been getting more floaty Dragon Ball games and more like less impactful SFX with Dragon Ball games. We got Battle of Z. That felt like I was not really attacking nobody. We got Xenoverse. I'm sorry, kind of feels the same exact way, but it's a different game, so I can't really complain too much. But same thing with Kakarot and just all those other games, it just doesn't feel like as impactful. And I can't really fault them too much because those are different games. But this is supposed to be a Tenkaichi game. And again, you're still utilizing the same formula and same type of feeling from Xenoverse and all the other stuff. Why are you making this stuff floaty? Make it more impactful. Bandai, what are you doing? You played the old games, I'm assuming. So it's like, you know, when I throw a spirit bomb, it's supposed to seem like a spirit bomb, not a fucking water bomb. Right? Like what, Bandai? I feel like the game is way faster for starters, which is kind of crazy to me. Like, the matches finish way faster than the older Tenkaichi games, in my opinion. But it's kind of weird because this game introduces way more defensive mechanics than the other Tenkaichi games. But the battles don't take longer, in my opinion. And they're defensive mechanics that I'm be too much of a fan of. I do like them. Sorry, Panda from the future. Again, I just had to interrupt myself one more time because I was also too lenient on the defensive mechanics in this game. The defensive mechanics, they're not fun. The super counters, this is not fun to y'all. This cannot be fun. It's just, once you master this and you go against someone else that also mastered it, it's just not a fun game. It's not fun at all. You Tenkaichi players were completely right. What were they cooking up with these defensive mechanics? And it's just a thing where it's like, you guys tested this game. Y'all knew what this game was compared to Tenkaichi. So how did y'all end up putting this out like that? What? I'm gonna let him keep talking though. I just think that maybe need to be revamped a little bit. Like in the older games, the super counter had like a tighter window, I believe, and a longer cooldown, which I think needed to be added. I believe, I haven't played Tenkaichi 3 in a while, but I believe that's how it was. The gameplay combo wise seemed definitely more defensively focused, while other games seem more offensively focused, in my opinion. All you Tenkaichi 3 veterans, please correct me if I'm wrong on that though. But it's not a bad thing that Sparking Zeros like this. It is different, and different can be nice. Niggas can get in line in Sonic's way and dodge all my attacks the same way they can dodge job applications. Shit is crazy. Y'all niggas are a pro at dodging. Y'all, I commend y'all. Y'all are pro at dodging. Combos don't connect like the old games though. I can't do a rush combo and then do a super right after and have that connect. Like half the time I'm like doing the L2 trying to hit triangle, trying to do a super move and all that shit. And my character just constantly teleporting. He's not doing nothing. I'm like, bro, use your super attack. And if I do a rush attack, that shit misses like 70% of the time for me. I might be just BS. But granted, I do see people complain about it as well, where like they're trying to do combos and that shit is just not working. They're trying to do a super and it's just, the character is just not understanding what they're saying. And like finding your opponent as well is trying to like tell Dora to find Swiper. It's like, bro, look around your surroundings. You looking straight at, you be looking straight at the dude and Trunks will be like, where is he? He's right in front of you. Shit is crazy. Again, I hope they do fix this. They probably will fix this, but I need to judge the game as is. It makes the game feel a little more janky when shit just doesn't work right. The game carries over a lot of the old super attacks as well, which I very am fond of, and they also create a lot of new ones that look beautiful as well, like Turtles' ultimate attack, one of my favorite ultimate attacks in this game. They also create a lot of new ones and a lot of new janky ones as well. Gohan, where's the drip? What was this? This nigga making a pizza. What was this? But I digress. A lot of cool super attacks, a lot of cool things that they made. Thank you, Bandai, for doing that. These super attacks really do resemble the anime and also show the devs' creativity, and I wholeheartedly like them a lot. We also got new clashes as well. Clashes are like a Dragon Ball game staple. You cannot make a Dragon Ball game without some clashes, bruh. It really wouldn't be a Dragon Ball game without them. You know, we got speed impacts, blast impacts, crash impacts. They all feel great and they all emulate the Dragon Ball feel, and they all give me that Tenkaichi feel. But you will really only experience all of these impacts but one, which is blast impacts. One of the most memorable impacts of or game mechanics of the Tenkaichi games you don't really experience in this game at all, especially online. And this is where the controversy comes in, where this game kind of feels more competitive but also not competitive at the same time, type of dilemma. How do I explain? Feels like it's in a void in between some people wanting it to be competitive and others not wanting it to be, which causes the game to lose some of its older elements like beam clashing, especially in higher ranks. I'm in B rank and I think I've only beam clashed in ranked maybe 1 or 2 times since I've been playing ranked. It feels like the only way for me to make Sparking Zero feel more like the old Tenkaichi games is for me to play unserious matches with my friends. And it's just like, even then, it's kind of forcing it as well. And this is where I get into my conclusion, into my thesis, if you will. I feel like this game is held back by modern gaming. In my personal opinion, if it was more of a side Tenkaichi game rather than a Tenkaichi 4, more of like a Tenkaichi tag team type of game than Tenkaichi 4, I feel like it can get to a Tenkaichi 4 level. It's just, as of right now, it's not there. This game is held back by two problems of modern gaming. The first one is that not everything needs to be competitive. The second one is that games are released too early and too buggy, especially anime games. Push your games back. Don't announce them so early. Let them cook. If you announce them on a last release date and you feel like you can't make it, push it back. I understand. Things happen. Push it back 6 months. Push it back a year. I don't mind. I truly feel like this game, one, needed a year or more to cook. I'm sorry. All the things I mentioned that are missing from the game, like more maps, more customizations, better looking menus, not really being jank, combo responsiveness, better music, all of that I feel like could have been fixed and could have been, I guess, addressed if we just gave them another year. But that's the thing, we would have never gotten that in this day and age. In this day and age, especially for anime games, they need to be put out so quickly. Like, living in the video game market this year is very hyper capitalistic, and it's kind of sad. We're not going to get the perfect anime game, or this was never going to be Tenkaichi 3, guys. Like, if I'm being completely honest, it was not going to be Tenkaichi 3 right out of the gate. Like, corners are going to be cut, research is going to be micromanaged, and deadlines are going to be tight. It's an anime game coming out in 2024. Let's be honest with ourselves here. Then, 2, the competitiveness and cheesing of fighting games right now make this game lose some of its personality. I'm tired of getting online and playing against the same 3 characters over and over again. I'm tired of going against Gogeta. I'm tired of going against Master Ultra Instinct. I'm tired of going against Goku GTs and Yajirobe spammers. I'm tired of it. Tired of going against the Brawly Key Blast spammers. Oh my god. And it's crazy because this game has 183 characters in this game, but you rarely see people utilize all of the characters in this game. And I feel like this game shows that a lot of people just want to be sweats now. A lot of people just want to be like the best Sparking Zero player there is, the best fighting game player there is. Like, bro, calm down and enjoy the game, please. Every nigga is going into this game like it's fighters, but this game serves a different purpose. Maybe just a personal thing, but I wanted Sparking Zero to, yes, have deep game mechanics, which it does, but also didn't want it to be cheesy if that was even possible. And I don't know if it was even possible. I just know that Tenkaichi 3 gave me a different feeling than Sparking Zero did. And again, that might be the nostalgia, but Sparking Zero is just not there yet for me. What could help, like, alleviate, how playing against other people online feels is like what I said earlier. Make player match quicker to get into. Make me play matches faster, and like casual matches faster, if that. I'm tired of player matches just dropping into a lobby. I don't want to be dropped into a random lobby. Just give me, quicker casual matches, so then more people would want to play player matches instead of doing the whole ranked grind. It's just very exhausting. Because now I'm waiting for 4 other niggas to finish the turn. I mean, bro, I have to go back to work. I need to go do chores. I'm a grown ass man. Like, I don't have time to be sitting in this lobby and all that shit. And I feel like that won't fix the issue completely, but stuff like that will help the online experience become more casual and become more casual friendly, if you will. But I digress. Sparking Zero to me, I think, really had the potential to become a true Tenkaichi 4, but because the current market of pushing games so fast, I feel like it didn't have enough time in the oven to do so. What I said about the competitiveness of the game and how online feels is not really feels like, how it feels when I'm playing with my brother back in the day, we're sitting side by side and playing Tenkaichi just real casual. How even I felt playing Raging Blast with my friends online, and it was just cool reenacting Dragon Ball stuff and just playing like that. I feel like all of that really could have been fixed at the source of, hey, let's give this game another year to cook. And I really feel like they could have fixed a lot of problems. Yes, this game has a lot of issues, a lot of issues, but the game is fun. I do enjoy the game. I do really feel like this is like one of the best anime games I've gotten in a while. But does it feel like a Tenkaichi successor? So close. Like, it's so close. Like, it's really like right there. It's like tasting it. I'm like, bro, it's so close to being a true Tenkaichi successor. And if this is as best as it gets, I guess I would need to call it like Tenkaichi 4 or whatever. But it's just like the fact that I can see it becoming truly Tenkaichi 4 if just give it another year. It's like, give me more offline modes. Give me better maps, more maps. Give me more customizations. Give me a better map, like mini menu things and text and all that. Just give me, like, what are we doing without Ultimate 100 and survival? Things that are like Tenkaichi staples. Like Bandai, if you just had another year to cook this game, you could have easily added that. Like, I personally don't think that's a lot to like do, like game development wise and coding wise. I feel like it cannot be more than a year of work. And I just feel like they really just put out this game because they're like, hey, we need to, that's the current state of anime games. We need to quickly put this game to work on other games. And it's kind of sad. Again, I do enjoy Sparking Zero. I don't want to hate on this game, hate on anyone's fun. So after this, I'm going to go right back and play Sparking Zero. It definitely feels like it definitely feels like it has certain elements of a Tenkaichi game. Like it has the story mode, which definitely feels like Tenkaichi game to me. You know, the combos kind of feel like a Tenkaichi game to me, and all of that. You know, all of the characters on like the huge roster feels like a Tenkaichi game to me. But it's missing a lot of elements, a lot of core elements from the older Tenkaichi games that like really I thought I would not miss. Like I didn't think I would miss Ultimate 100 or Survival like that until they gave me a Tenkaichi game that didn't have it, and then I was like, that's kind of crazy. And that's why I feel like, again, it was more like a side game than an actual main installment. It feels like a Tenkaichi tag team type of game rather than a Tenkaichi 4. Because Tenkaichi 2 had Ultimate 100 or like a version of that, and then Tenkaichi 3 you can put in the Tenkaichi 2 disc and you can get unlock more like sim battle and all that shit, and Ultimate 100, all that shit, and they had that, and it just felt like what are we doing? Like Bandai, like come on, like there's certain things like I can excuse certain steps in the process. Like okay, I can see if you made the character selection screen look like that, and but you still had Ultimate 100 in it or Survival in it and all that stuff. I could see that, but y'all didn't even do that. And so like everything, it missing a lot of elements kind of stack on top of each other to make me feel like, hey, this feels like a Tenkaichi game, but it's not Tenkaichi 4 in my opinion. I don't think it can be until Bandai asks those things. And Bandai could add, you know, all the characters that we want, all the modes that we want, all the maps that we want. But right now, as is, and you could also fix all the jank, it's not there yet. But let me know what you guys think. I'm really curious what you guys think about this. Do you guys feel like it's Tenkaichi 4? You guys feel like it's a side game? Do you guys think it's a good game? Give me your opinion in the comments. I would really appreciate it. I like talking to you guys and hearing you guys' comments, all that stuff. I really appreciate it. I really do enjoy it. You guys don't understand how much it means to me. But yeah, please subscribe, please comment. I really again appreciate the comments. It really means a lot to me talking to you guys. You know, please share, please do all of that. I don't make these videos to get anything out of it. I just like talking and sharing my opinion and talking to other people. So I really appreciate you guys subscribing and actually like show that you guys like it. I really appreciate it. More videos on the way. Hope you all have fun playing Sparking Zero. If y'all want to catch these hands, comment and let me know. I have PSI, I have PC. I don't have an Xbox. If you got Sparking Zero on Xbox, the fuck were you doing? Like what were you thinking? Like realistically, like you know, no niggas are playing Sparking Zero on Xbox, but it's a fucking anime game. But anyways, subscribe, comment, like, do all that stuff. I really appreciate it. Thank y'all. Hope you all have a nice day. Peace.